Sean Puffy Combs. I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're going to put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there. You got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs?
Usher is back in the spotlight after sharing details that caught everyone off guard. Jaguar Wright claims he wasn't just a mentor to Justin Bieber. He allegedly played a key role in arranging an extended visit between Bieber and Diddy. According to Wright, Diddy had been hoping to spend time with Bieber but was kept at arm's length by the team around him until Usher intervened. She suggests Usher briefly took responsibility for Bieber and then transferred that responsibility to Diddy, a move that has sparked questions because of past controversies surrounding Diddy. Now, with Usher speaking more openly than ever, many wonder if he's finally addressing choices that have weighed on him for years.
I wish somebody would come out and just sue him. We need Usher. No, we do. We need a victim to come out and be honest about him, because what I'm realizing is that he's going to fake the funk until the victim, man. He's just going to keep on sucking the devil's. And I don't know, with a baby, that pacifier, sometimes you got to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And take it away. Right? When the baby's used to sucking on the pacifier. That motherfucker gonna keep sucking on it until you do what? Till you take it out the mouth. That's gonna scream and holler, but eventually it will get used to the fact that his mouth is no longer full with that object. And that it's time to just, learn how to live without it. He been sucking on Diddy's a long time.
If you don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive, what happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that. And they may be doing something. They may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that. And then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. Man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. So I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you hear it, and that's what happened.
People look at Usher, they don't see that. They not seeing the victim. They not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first.
Yeah.
Diddy had already tried.
I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you gonna give him a pass?
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. and then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
In October 2008, Usher walked a 14-year-old Justin Bieber into LA, Reed's office, and introduced him as a once-in-a-generation talent, a kid with a natural voice, undeniable presence, and serious potential. Though Scooter Braun had discovered Bieber online at age 12, it was Usher who pushed the doors of the music industry wide open for him. Reed signed Bieber on the spot, convinced his blend of style and sound would turn him into a global figure. That breakthrough also marked the beginning of Bieber's introduction to the powerful inner circles of the entertainment world, circles that included Diddy.
Usher comes in and he starts to perform for me. And he drops down on one knee and he starts singing this song called End of the Road, a song that Babyface and I had produced for Boyz II Men. It was a really big hit. He starts singing the song, and like that, I was like, oh my God. Two things happened. One is a star was born, and two, I really knew what my calling was that day. I was like, now I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to find guys like Usher, because it was the greatest feeling in the world.
Did you record him early?
And I recorded him at 14. And all of his career. And he's had some career. Here's the beauty. The best pay it forward story of all time. I signed Usher at 14. He brings Justin Bieber to my office. Justin is 14. And I signed Justin also, right? And so that was it was a beautiful thing.
Fame came quickly for Bieber because of a chance meeting with hip-hop heavyweight Usher.
I'ma tell you one time.
Like Justin, Usher was a teen idol. Now he's a megawatt superstar and producer. He co-produced the 15-year-old's debut single.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right. So look out. We're coming.
Atlanta is hip-hop central. That's where Usher's co-producer Scooter Braun lives and where he first discovered Justin. 3 years ago, he was looking for new talent on the internet when he accidentally came across Justin singing on YouTube. It was a life-changing moment for both Justin and Scooter.
You pulled up into a parking lot and Usher was there?
Yeah, it was a studio parking lot. Usher just pulls up in his Range Rover, and I'm like, wow, that's Usher. Wow, that's a Range Rover. I'd never seen any of them. So I ran up to Usher. I was like, Usher, I love your songs. Can I sing you one? And he was like, oh, well, let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out. So I didn't get to sing for him. I was really disappointed. And then we get a call a week later saying that Usher saw my videos on YouTube and wants to fly me back to Atlanta to have a meeting and stuff. We finally got in contact. This guy contacted us named Scooter, who's my manager now, and basically stalked us a little bit, kind of got in contact with us, and finally my mom was calling him back to, say, listen, stop calling me. And he was like, I really see a lot in your son. I can help you guys. And my mom was really skeptical at first, but they ended up talking for a couple hours, and he knew some lawyers that we could talk to and stuff. So we ended up flying to Atlanta free of charge, just for him to, check us out and get to know us. And
This is Scooter.
yes,
Yeah.
this is Scooter, and we ended up signing a deal with Usher a couple months later. I think that there are so many kid stars that have fallen down the wrong path and that have been just done the wrong thing, because this is a hard business and people just lose themselves.
When this record came out, so many kids in America were wearing their hair like that. Every boy. As a matter of fact, when we did the X Factor, we must have had 10 kids come on with their hair like that, hoping that they'd get picked.
Justin Bieber's rise exploded almost overnight after a chance encounter with Usher. Once a teenage sensation himself, and now a global force in music. Usher didn't just offer advice, he stepped in as a direct creative partner, helping shape Bieber's early sound and even co-producing his debut single when the young artist was just 15, solidifying the start of a career that would quickly dominate the industry.
Wherever you want to go, where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. they're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
He signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls. I'm begging you, Rob.
Yeah. No, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person. Besides his talent, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also while you're out.
Got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me, but at the end of the day, I'm never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and...
In Atlanta, the heartbeat of modern hip-hop, Scooter Braun unexpectedly discovered Justin Bieber on YouTube while searching for fresh talent. A moment that didn't just ignite Bieber's ascent, but completely reshaped Braun's own path in the industry, turning a simple online find into a career-defining breakthrough for them both.
Now we're going to get into these shocking details surrounding these freak-offs. And I guess we should start with saying, what are freak-offs, right? Well, let's go to the indictment. It says, quote, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, pleasured himself during, and often electronically recorded.
Oh man, you got some visitors, dog.
We're seeing that large presence.
New video, Diddy slowly pacing outside Miami's private jet facility at 3 p.m. yesterday via TMZ as Homeland Security raided mansions on both coasts, from his $35 million waterfront estate in Florida to Beverly Hills.
I'm outside Diddy's $40 million pad. It's quiet now, but yesterday, media, SWAT vehicles, dozens of armed officials and investigators descended on the property, seizing boxes of evidence and putting his sons Christian and Justin in handcuffs. They were reportedly detained and released. So what does this raid mean for Diddy and any evidence against him?
Law enforcement had enough to get the search warrant. They maybe even have enough to get an indictment. And if so, I expect Diddy to be arrested in a matter of days and no more than weeks.
In November 2009, as 15-year-old Justin Bieber skyrocketed with his breakout hit, One Time, a viral clip captured him at Diddy's mansion, excitedly announcing he'd be spending the next 48 hours with the music icon. The moment stood out, not a parent or label representative in sight, just a rising teen star and one of the industry's most influential figures, the same man who once played a major role in Usher's early journey.
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber. And they're going to have to bring that to forefront because the prosecutor's going to want those tapes. And they're going to do whatever they have to do legally to get those tapes. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. So we just better hope for his sake, that that's just a bunch of bull crap. But then there's lawyers out there saying, yeah, the tape does exist. Lawyers got on television to say the tapes exist. I don't really know or trust that, because they was trying to say he had a tape with one of the bodyguards and this lady that came out. So
the first time you met Justin Bieber, this kid comes up to you. He's not Justin Bieber yet. He's just some kid. And he says, I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you and do this in a formal setting. I'm late for an appointment with Jermaine Dupri,
right?
And I don't want to keep him waiting. Let's just do this the right way.
And then you have him come to audition for you, right?
Actually, there were a few people. My wife at the time.
Right.
It also was Perry Reed, L.A. Reid's first wife.
So you were all sitting in a room somewhere.
We were in a room.
Yeah.
And I showed her the video. And Perry says, are you crazy? You better get down there and meet this kid right now. He's amazing.
According to recent legal filings, investigators claim Diddy's private gatherings were far from ordinary industry events. Prosecutors state that behind the scenes, troubling conduct took place, some of it documented on video and potentially crossing state-level boundaries. Federal raids reportedly uncovered extensive recordings and additional material, suggesting that after the high-profile guest left, smaller and more secretive late-night sessions continued. Exclusive environments limited to a carefully chosen circle.
We got L.A. Reid. How are you, sir?
How you feeling, man?
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is a culmination of a lot of work. I know from behind the scenes, this man signed Justin once Usher brought him along to him, and you made the right decision, clearly.
Yeah, looks like it, right? I don't know if I make great decisions every day, but that day, I must have been in a great mood.
Take us to that meeting, that first time when you saw Justin in your office and he sung for you.
Well, he walked in with Usher. Usher called and said, I have something really special for you. I have a gift for you. And he brought Justin in. Justin had a guitar. He played the piano. He sang for me, and I thought it was amazing, and it was a no-brainer. It really was, right?
It seems like, what's ironic is the fact that most record labels passed on him the first go-around.
See, no one told me that. They were very smart not to tell me that, because if I didn't know, if I knew that we weren't first, I wouldn't have signed him.
Interesting. Isn't that funny how the record business is?
Yeah, a lot of egos.
What's up, guys? This is Justin Bieber. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Justin Bieber here.
Hey, guys, I'm Justin Bieber. Wait, you guys are on my page, so you know who I am.
So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all your support. You've been truly amazing. I wouldn't be in this position without you.
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for all the support. You guys have been, amazing. So I want to thank all my British fans for all your support. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, man.
If any of the recovered footage shows even a brief appearance by a young Justin Bieber, the consequences could be enormous. Diddy's legal team insists every gathering followed the law, but that argument collapses the moment a minor is shown to have been present. And if Usher knowingly placed a 15-year-old in that setting, it would raise serious questions about his judgment. That's why Jaguar Wright's claim hits so hard. It implies Usher understood the potential dangers yet moved forward anyway, creating a storm of scrutiny around decisions made years ago.
I moved to New York City. and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what
Camp.
it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
So why would Usher hand Bieber over in the first place? Some believe he felt indebted to Diddy. When Bieber's voice shifted in 2010 and his future seemed uncertain, Diddy reportedly persuaded L.A. Reid to stay committed, a decision that kept Bieber's career alive and linked all three men in the process. Wright's claim, still unverified, now sits against a backdrop of public mentorship, viral accusations, and escalating legal pressure surrounding Diddy. There's no concrete evidence, but the timing, alliances, and overlapping narratives form a pattern that many observers find hard to dismiss.
Justin Bieber is avoiding the Diddy situation at all costs, and the new dad wants to protect his family and stay away from it altogether.
A lot of things that everybody just don't need to be looking at. A lot of things the kids shouldn't be seeing right now.
Justin, of course, was a kid when he spent time with the now embattled rapper. With Diddy behind bars, we hear the grown pop stars trying to stay under the radar, focusing on his family with wife Haley and their newborn Jack. Justin knows they won't ever get this time back, and he won't allow any of the Diddy news to impact these special moments.
I do think the Diddy case happened at the right time as well with the celebrity lineup, because these celebrities love Diddy so much. They're at all these parties. LeBron now famously, ain't no party like a Diddy party. And you're watching all of these victims come out, including actually majority men. I guess that's what Diddy's into. And they're speaking about the drugging, the raping. You got a lot of proof in the form of pictures, this lawsuit. And you have these celebrities all stay mum. And then his ex-girlfriend pops up with some fake tears, J-Lo. Hasn't said anything about Diddy, but now she's crying about the threat of Donald Trump. It was just...
In 1994, a young Usher left Atlanta for New York to live under Diddy's wing in what was known as the Puffy Flavor Camp, an intense crash course in the fast-moving world of music. Years later, Usher told Howard Stern that the experience exposed him to things he couldn't fully understand at the time, describing it as pretty wild. He never revealed details, but he made it clear that what he witnessed stayed with him long after those early industry lessons ended.
Any views on Usher? Because a lot of things have come back to where
Usher.
they talk about his.
Usher, I'm tired of Usher.
Oh, okay.
Goofy bitch.
No.
Got your asshole ripped open and the only thing it inspired was loyalty? They ripped your ass open. Gene didn't say it. He said, check the records at the hospital. I'm saying it. You got your ripped open. Then you take Justin Bieber from Lily White, Canada, and take him to the Flavor of Fuck Off, the Kitty edition. Get his ripped open. Now everything's coming out, and the first thing you do is run the Bali with another kitty rapper who works with the man, L.A. Reid, that sent you to the Diddy Flavor Freak Off.
Not the flavor.
Those close to Justin Bieber say he's having a hard time processing everything and has been strongly advised to cut all ties with Diddy. Haley recently posted an old photo of him throwing up a bold gesture, which many saw as a sign of frustration and defiance. Usher, meanwhile, has stayed completely silent. No interviews, no social media responses, only a claim that his accounts were hacked. If he intends to speak out, that moment hasn't arrived. Many believe he's quietly consulting legal experts and preparing for whatever impact may come from the ongoing case surrounding Diddy, as the spotlight continues to widen around everyone connected to the situation.
Usher is speaking out about his tweets mysteriously somehow disappearing after his friend and former mentor, Sean Diddy Combs, was arrested on sex trafficking charges. News Nation senior story editor Paula Froelich joins me live with the scoop here. Paula, this sparked some suspicion and really caught a lot of fans' attention. Do you think it was hacked? What's the scoop?
Yeah, I do. Why not? I mean, here's the deal. Usher knows Diddy very well. I would not necessarily call them friends. He's definitely been distancing himself for years and has come out and said, you know what, I lived with him for a year. By the way, note to Usher's mom, you're going to give up your 13-year-old kid to go live with Diddy for a year? WTF. However, she did. And he saw everything, and it was really disturbing. And, Howard Stern once asked him, hey, would you let your kids go, hang out with Diddy? And he was like, yeah, absolutely not.
Did Usher let it burn to his social media? Well, he's saying not so fast. As fans were speculating about the reason his ex page went away, here's the story. Billboard chart topper Usher was caught up in conversation Sunday as his ex account was cleared and the good old social media conspiracy theorists debated why. Ranging from his connections with Diddy to maybe releasing new music, Usher cleared the air posting, "Account got hacked and damn, y'all ran with it. See you tonight at Intuit Dome." The prolific artist is in the middle of his highly successful Past, Present, Future tour and has several dates at LA's new Intuit Dome.
Jaguar Wright has built a reputation for exposing what she sees as hidden power plays within the industry, often sparking massive debate across social media. Critics say she exaggerates or invents stories, while her supporters view her as a bold truth-teller, unafraid to challenge influential figures. Either way, her TikTok and YouTube platforms have surged, drawing millions who want to hear her take on Diddy and those around him. And with mainstream outlets avoiding direct refutations and instead dancing carefully around her claims, the public speculation only continues to grow.
Right now, and you do wonder how much of that is linked to all this and what may have really gone on with him. Again, there are a lot of rumors about what may have been done or not done to Justin Bieber when he was young, underage. And I look at him now and there's something very off with Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber has been, I think, maligned by everybody in his orbit, honestly.
Yeah.
I have another crazy inside Hollywood scoop for you guys today, this time pertaining to Justin Bieber. This is crazy. Daily Mail, last 48 hours. Here are some headlines. Inside Kendall and Kylie Jenner's desperate attempts to help Hailey and Justin Bieber amid split speculation. Justin Bieber reacts to wife Hailey hitting an event without him amid rumors of a marriage breakdown. I'm told that Justin Bieber, just like Michael Jackson, is engaged in a war against musical executives, except the musical executives have gotten smarter over time. He wants out of Hollywood. He does not care about the money. He wants out. It is the same war which was fought by Michael Jackson. It is the same war which was fought by Ye. Okay? The talent is you, Justin Bieber. And if you are wanting to, as you have demonstrated, lean into this next phase of your life where it is about family and it is about Christ, then know that there is absolutely nothing that can stop you. Just speak. Literally, I am begging you. Forget the contracts, violate them all. We're coming to the courtroom with you. Just speak. You have the strength to do that.
Right before Jaguar Wright's video exploded online, Usher suddenly wiped his entire Twitter account, every post gone in an instant. He later claimed it was the work of hackers, but the timing raised serious questions. Diddy had just been taken into custody on major federal charges, including misconduct, coercion, and organized criminal activity, with investigators suggesting there could be well over 100 potential victims. The media storm surrounding the case is powerful enough to damage anyone even loosely connected to him. So, for Usher to erase his social media right in the middle of all this, especially with a long-time associate facing the possibility of a long prison sentence, felt less like coincidence and more like a strategic move to distance himself.